Ntokozo, uzwileni ukuthi ibutho likaMzilikazi liyeza? Nomceli, uzabalamanga wena.
A missing king, a desperate coronation, a deadly misunderstanding. When King Mzilikazi returned to find Prince Nkulumane on his throne, he didn't see a nation saved from a leadership vacuum. He saw a throne stolen. Today, we look back at a homecoming that changed the course of a kingdom. This is the story of a king's return, a difficult reckoning, and the legendary landmark that still stands as a testament to that day. Ntabazinduna, the Hill of the Chiefs.
Ndiweni bucitheka bugayiwe. Inkanyambi yeze egibixeku. Kuyisinqumo esinzima. Kodwa bekumele senze okufanele njengoba inkanyambi ingasekho.
Zimbi indaba.
Yahamba yanyamalala inkosi. Khona le memali ali. Khona le phesheya kukakwembe. Bude utshani busemahali hali gabuthi nokuja. Iphutha nje besilindele. Besilindele. Iphutha nje besilindele.
Enyathela udaka inathile. Iqala lezinduna lisegxekeni. Bakhona bazazama ukuyilwisa inkosi. Kodwa mina ngiyabe ngekho.
For 2 years, the nation had been without its leader. King Mzilikazi was missing. And in the calendar of the Ndebele, the king is not just a ruler. He is the key that unlocks the seasons. Without him, the sacred first fruits ceremony cannot be performed. A decision was made, a decision born of desperation, but one that would echo through history as the greatest constitutional crisis the Ndebele state would ever face. They stopped waiting for the father, and they turned to the son.
Zizaphela izinduna zonke ngecala lokubeka uNkulumane esihlalweni sobukhosi.
Oh bakithi. Yawuqitha umuthi inkonyane. Bese sithi siyalungisa.
Kwabalanda sesifikile esigodlweni. Ngiyathokoza ukubona isizwe siphilile. Ukhondwane kanye lo mntwana uNkulumane lendlovukazi basilindele. Nkosi, impi enkulu isingaqhamuka eGibceko. Kodwa kusoze kusiphathise isizwe lokho. Kumele silungiselele ngoba kulezitha emphakathini. Sizathi gwaqa emthethwandaba. Sizwe ukuthi izinduna zithini. Kule nkulumo yokuthi sikhona izinduna esezigaya isibozi. Zizathonisiswa amaqalazo. Asiye kuzwa ke ukuthi ngubani osaselathi. Njalo ngubani ongiphikisayo. Kodwa kwamanje asiyeni khona esigodlweni. Mehlo madala, wena kaMashobane.
Ndunenkulu Ndiweni. Ngiyathokoza.
Bayethe! Bayethe! Bayethe Mzilikazi! Bayethe! Bayethe! Bayethe Mzilikazi! Bayethe! Bayethe! Bayethe Mzilikazi! Mahlabezulu. Inkosi uMzilikazi siphendukile. Njalo iqine saka.
Nduna. Banjani abantu bami?
Bayajabula ukukubona Nkosi.
as word of the king's imminent return swept through the kraals like a wildfire across the veld, the realm was gripped by a sudden, frantic paralysis. Panic took root where order had once stood, and Kondwane Ndiweni was thrust into an unenviable role. He became the architect of a desperate composure, tasked with steadying the resolve of trembling chiefs so they might present a unified front, or at least a coherent defense, before the royal presence.
Lemani izinduna zonke zizoyamukela inkosi nxa ingene esigodlweni. Kuzwakala ngathi akusizo zonke izinduna ezisayikhothamela inkosi. Ngiyakuzwa Dluhluza. Kodwa kazibuye kuphela izinduna kuzohlala idali. Nduna enkulu eyakha impilo kawuyesabeli. Phela bakhona bazatshela inkosi okungayisikho. Kunjalo. Bakhona abanamanga luhlaza thoko. Bathi wena ubusuzifunela ubukhosi. Akukhathalekile. Owami umsebenzi yikwakha isizwe somntakadade wethu.
Others, seeking to insulate themselves from the coming storm, turned their sights on Kondwane, casting him as the primary instigator to deflect the king's certain wrath.
Salutheza ukhuni olulenkume. Sizacatsha ngaphi phothi noMahlangu? Ngivumelana lawe Godonga. Bathi inkosi idla amahabula ngalolu daba. Sekonakele madoda. Akutsho ke Ndiweni, senze njani?
Caught between the deserters and the accusers were those paralyzed by the gravity of the moment, men of title who simply watched the horizon, undone by the weight of a situation for which there was no precedent. For many, however, the prospect of facing the king's judgment was a bridge too far. Under the cover of this growing hysteria, some leaders began clandestine preparations to flee the land entirely. They made plans to seek sanctuary with distant kin back in the south, returning to the very place they had just fled.
Kungcono ucele ezinyaweni amajaha engakakuthathi. Mina ngizaya koGaza. Inkosi uSoshangane ngumhlobo wami. Izimpi sizilwile. Isizwe sisakhile. Kodwa sekumele iphambuke indlela yami.
We must look closely at the men who pushed Kondwane the hardest, the influential chiefs of the Amakanda and Amnyama regiments. These were the regiments dominated by the Ndwandwe lineage. The new Queen Mother, Mwaka Nklumalo, mother of Nkulumane, was herself a Swazi princess of high Ndwandwe birth. Her influence on her son was profound. While the nation celebrated a new king far to the north, Makatika Tebe, the loyal general, found the king. He told Mzilikazi that his son had been crowned. Mzilikazi did not just return, he descended. And as the king and his army marched south, he wasn't just processing treason, he was processing betrayal within his own royal household.
Ndlovukazi, wena ogeza ngobisi amanzi ekhona. Sengiphendukile Manzumalo.
The king had returned, but his home was still divided. Before Mzilikazi would issue a single order, his closest advisors gathered to debate the impossible choice that had been made. This was where the philosophical battle for the kingdom was fought. Makatika's words of caution still echoed vividly in the chiefs' minds.
Wake walibona ngaphi ilanga eliphume elinye lingakashoni.
Mankumbata posed the question to Makitika. Kondwane acted for the physical survival of the nation. Mkitika, whose loyalty was hard as granite, was unyielding. The consequence was not my doing, Menkumbata. The consequence was the coronation. When the mountain is hidden by the fog, you do not crown a new mountain. You wait for the fog to lift. If we allow pragmatism to override loyalty to the Kumalo dynasty, then any ambitious chief can challenge the throne when the king turns his back. Kondwane, breaking his silence, accepted the argument's core truth. The fault is mine. I listened to the desperation of the people. The inner circle understood. There was an emerging dissent among the chiefs, who perhaps now saw an opportunity to grab power, and Mzilikazi was about to crush that threat. When Mzilikazi finally arrived at Gibiklegu, the air was so thick you could cut it with a spear. This was a trial, a deadly, serious negotiation of power.
Bayethe mzaqo omnyama owanqanda izinkomo labantu. Bayethe mkhathwa kazimangele. Thina omagutshwa sikuqasile. Mntungu omuhle. Thina kodlodlo sizukufudumala njengoba inkanyamba isikhona. Sembethe ingubo efudumalayo ngoba inkosi siphendukile ukuzosifukamela. Thina omathema labantu benqameni sikwamukela ngenhliziyo ezimhlophe. Kwakuhle lokho somhlolo. Qhubeka ngomsebenzi mfoka mathema. Nkosi, siyahlonipha. Wena wesilo, siyakwamukela thina ogwebu, lamaciba onke emzinyathi. Kuhle lokho majijili. Qhubeka ngomsebenzi mfoka gwebo. Dudluluza, sakubona mpangazitha. Kunjani imbanjwe ezimagodi? Wena okamashobana. Sesilesithunzi impela ngoba sesisemaphikweni enkosi njalo futhi.
Mzilikazi faced various chiefs, with many pledging their unfailing allegiance to him. But some chiefs were conspicuous in their absence, a clear sign that they had chosen not to bend the knee to the king. The shadow of civil war loomed.
uNkulumane nguyose inkosi yamaNdebele. Ukhasele eziko mfoka mafu. Utheza ukhuno lulenkume. Zizaphela izinduna zonke ngecala lokubeka uNkulumane esihlalweni sobukhosi. Enyathela udaka inathile. Iqala lezinduna lisegxekeni. Bakhona bazazama ukuyilwisa inkosi. Kodwa mina ngiyabe ngekho. Ungcono ucela ezinyaweni. Mina ngizaya koGasa. Zinduna yikho lapha esiyakhona. Izinkondo, ingwegwe, insiko, isiphezi, igibixegu, wonke amakhaya. Sizaxhasa umbuso kaNkulumane. Dodlo, lesi senzo sizakuphendukela.
The first to flee were the powerful chiefs who knew their hands were stained. These leaders chose exile, marching back south across the Limpopo to avoid the king's spear. But for the remaining ringleaders, the judgment was swift. Mzilikazi marched the condemned chiefs to the hill known today as Ntabazinduna, the mountain of the chiefs. It was here that the hammer fell.
Iphutha nje besilindele iphutha nje besilindele iphutha nje besilindele.
Only one figure of immense stature remained, Kondwane, the king's uncle.
Inkosi ithi uNkulumane sekumele aphindele emuva. Mina le nduna wabayi sizamhambisa esizweni samandwandwe. Indlalifa kuzaba ngubani? uMangwana, umuntu, uKalingana, uLopila, uHlangabeza. Wonke la ngamadodana enkosi amadala. Kodwa kawaphumi kuNdlunkulu.
uNkulumane simsusa kulindawo okwakathesi, kodwa uzabusa ngesikhathi esifanele.
Nxa kungasafezekanga lokho, ukhona uLobhengula ozalwa nguFulatha kaMabindela. Ndunenkulu yamnyama angankomo. Usikhokhela isizwe ngesikhathi sobunzima. Mina olwami uhambo selufike emaphethelweni.
Gondwane accepted his mistake. He had tried to save the nation but had ended up threatening its king. It is said in some oral accounts that Gondwane fell upon his own spear. By taking his own life, he was perhaps offering an act of submission, restoring Mzilikazi's authority without staining his hand further. The chapter of the old regent was closed in a manner both tragic and epic.
Nansi indaba kaMkhatswa kaZimangele. Okhathwa ngezinde izinyawo la ngezimfitshazanyana. Owala ukudla umlenze wakobulawayo. Umzaqo omnyama ochaya izinkomo. Wachaya amadoda. Inkosi yabentungwa labethwakazi. Ibhide elimnyama ngomlomo elithethwa ngezinyembezi zamadoda. Umfitshane wakithi onjoba zinyathelwa kanti ezabade ziyanyathelwa. Ezabade nguShaka kasenza ngakhona. Ezabade nguzwide kalanga. Bayethe Mzilikazi kaMashobana kaMangethe kaNgululu.
The last problem was the most complex, the young king, Nkulumane.
Nomcele. Wena uzwe ngobani ukuthi uNkulumane sekumele asuke kulindawo?
Ngiyazi uyakuzwe ngokukhulumayo. Kodwa isizwe siyakudinga, lalela amazwi yami.
Mzilikazi met with Queen Moaka. This was a private scene of devastating tension and human connection. The king had to explain his decision. He cannot stay. He is not just a son. He is a magnet for all who oppose me. I must protect the kingdom from civil war, and I must protect him from execution. Mzilikazi ordered some of his most trusted men, including Nkumbata Kumalo and Chief Wabayi, to escort the boy south, back toward Zululand where there were Ndwandwe relatives. At dawn, Mzilikazi gave his final, agonizing command to his son. He told him to go, to survive, and to forget he was a king. And then he gave the final, chilling instruction to Nkumbata. Upon their return, they were to tell the people that Nkulumane was dead. This was the king's master stroke, a state secret designed to secure the dynasty. By banishing his son but declaring him dead, Mzilikazi extinguished the physical threat while allowing his own heart to know the boy lived.
Kodwa sekumele aphindele emuva. Mhlawumbe ezweni lamandwandwe usungaba indlovukazi. Hamba la umntana enkosi.
The historical accounts that point to these events suggest that Nkulumane was sent south to his relatives with a full entourage, a journey that ultimately led them to settle in the Bafokeng region near Rustenburg. The atmosphere remained thick with conspiracy and accusation. Indeed, some oral traditions whisper of devastating consequences for the queens, suggesting that amidst the encroaching chaos of civil unrest, Queen Muaka and her peers were swallowed by the turmoil. While such a fate is plausible under these circumstances of war, the king appears to have exercised restraint. This is evidenced by Princess Zinkabi, Muaka's daughter, who remained safely within the borders of the realm. Years later, she would emerge as a pivotal figure in the campaign to restore Nkulumane to his father's vacant throne. Mzilikazi had secured his kingdom. He had purged the internal, political threat of the chiefs. But he knew military might alone was not enough to hold this new land. He turned his eyes to the ancient rulers of this new land. The fame of the kings of the land, including those of the Lozwi of King Mambo, the Kalanga, the Tonga, the Birwa, reached the king. Mzilikazi was about to do something unprecedented, building an alliance that would combine his military might with the power of the local kingdoms, leading to the further growth of the Ndebele nation and establishment of Mtwakazi.
isikhathi sobunzima sizakuba isikhathi sokuthula isikhathi sobunzima sizakuba isikhathi sokubambana iphutha nje lesilinde siba